Ever struggled with stripping wires and ended up frustrated with damaged wires or sore hands? I've been there too. Today, we're going to test different tools to find out which one makes wire stripping easier, cleaner, and stress-free. Trust me, this could save you a lot of time and frustration. So stick around. Most people use pliers to strip wires when they don't have the proper tool available. But there's a downside. You have to apply a lot of force just to get the wire stripped. I tried with all my strength, and only then did the wire finally strip. But there's another issue with this method, and let me show you what I mean. I'll strip the wire from another spot to demonstrate. Now let me zoom in and show you closely. There's a cut on the wire's core. That small cut can eventually cause the wire to break. This is a common problem when using a cutter or pliers. They often leave tiny cuts on the wire, which can lead to bigger issues later on. Now look at this. I bent the wire just a couple of times, and you can see it snapped. Normally, a wire doesn't break this easily from bending alone. But when there's a cut on the core, the chances of it breaking increase significantly. To avoid this issue, there are 2 to 3 tools you can use. For example, if you use a cutter to strip the wire's insulation, whether it's a thin wire or a thicker one, let me show you what happens. No matter which wire you try to strip with this method, you'll end up applying a lot more force than necessary to remove the insulation from the wire. Another problem is that when you use pliers or cutters, you end up damaging the wires. And once the wire is injured, the chances of it breaking increase significantly. That's why we have this special tool designed specifically for this job. When you press it with the right grip, you'll notice it has built-in dies. These are different-sized slots designed for various wire thicknesses. This tool can strip wires ranging from 1 mm to 3.2 mm in size. Now let me show you how it works. This wire is 2 mm thick, but I've placed it in the 2.6 mm die to demonstrate. Watch this. With just a simple press, it cleanly cuts through the insulation without damaging the wire itself. See how smooth and effortless that was? Now I'll strip a bit more wire to show you how this wire stripper removes the insulation without damaging the wire itself. As you can see, this tool has done an excellent job. The insulation is cleanly removed, and the wire core remains completely intact. This greatly reduces the chances of the wire breaking later on. Now let me show you another useful feature of this tool. It also has a built-in grip section designed to hold the wire securely in place. Watch this. When I place the wire here, it grips the wire firmly and removes the insulation smoothly in one go. Next, we have another type of wire stripper, which also has a grip function. The great thing about this one is that it can strip wires ranging from 4 mm down to the smallest sized wires with ease. Let me demonstrate how it works. Now I'll place the wire in the jaws of this tool and squeeze the grip. Watch this. The insulation has been neatly separated, and the wire has come out perfectly intact. Notice that there's no cut on the wire, which means its strength remains the same. No risk of breakage later on. This tool also comes with an adjustment system, which is very useful for handling wires of different sizes. If you need to strip a thinner wire, you can turn this adjustment knob. As I rotate it clockwise, the tool's jaws get smaller, allowing me to strip even thinner wires with precision. Now this wire is thinner, and as you can see, the wire fits perfectly in this smaller slot. It stripped the insulation smoothly without any damage to the core. I may have adjusted the jaws a bit too tightly, so to fix that, I'll turn the adjustment knob anti-clockwise to widen the grip slightly. This ensures the tool doesn't apply too much pressure and avoids damaging the wire. This tool is also equipped with a built-in cutter, allowing you to easily cut wires when needed. Now let's talk about what to do if you don't have these special wire strippers. In that case, there's an alternative method you can try, although it's not suitable for all types of wires. This method works best for thin wires, but from my experience, it's not as effective on thicker wires. To strip the wire this way, start by firmly gripping the wire with pliers to hold it steady. Once the wire is secure, take a cutter and gently press it against the insulation. With controlled pressure, carefully push the cutter forward to strip the insulation without cutting too deep. The key here is to avoid damaging the wire's core. If the wire remains intact, that's the biggest advantage of this method. While you can technically strip wires with various tools, the real concern is damage to the wire itself. If the wire core gets nicked or cut, it becomes weak. Later, when you connect that damaged wire to another wire or terminal, it's far more likely to break under stress. That's why ensuring the wire's core remains undamaged is crucial for a strong and long-lasting connection. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos, and subscribe. Thank you.